Have you ever heard any funny song titles? We have. This week, we're going to share some of our favorites.
Pour the coffee.
Top of the mustache to you, and welcome to another episode of Mustaches and Coffee. Where the topic goes, nobody knows. I'm Isaac.
I'm Ben.
Glad to have all you mustache and coffee lovers with us. It's great to see you, Ben. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, actually. It's been a long week, but here we are, able to talk about a fun topic. I'm looking forward to it, and just hanging in there pretty much. I'm pretty excited because there's some funny ones. Not to get too far ahead, there's some funny song titles I just randomly came across, and it'll be pretty fun to talk about them. So I can't wait to get into it. But before we do that, let's catch up a little bit because we haven't talked for a little bit of time. I'd like to hear what's been going on. So I'll ask you, what's brewing in your life?
Oh, not a whole lot. Like you said, just a long week of just work. I went to Aldi's the other day and I saw something that I thought was pretty interesting. So in the middle of the aisle, there was a guy changing a light bulb, like one of those fluorescent lights. But he was standing on the very top of the ladder, like you're not supposed to, while customers with these carts are going around pushing, and I'm just waiting for him to fall over at any moment. Bad idea. Also, the other thing that was interesting I saw today on the way home randomly, just thought I had to throw this out. Saw a bumper sticker on a car. It said, my kid is an honor student, and it had a picture of a raccoon.
Okay.
Yeah, that was random. I don't know. And then let's see. I've also been going to the gym. I've been working out, so that's about it.
Good job. Hey, that episode.
Open the iron.
Yeah, there you go. That episode with Jason Kirby did you well, I guess.
Yes.
He was talking about health and fitness. Look at you. All right, great. That's good to hear. I'm just gonna put it out of sight, out of mind, because it's one of those. If I think about it for more than 2 minutes, blood will start shooting out of my nose of someone has a raccoon as an honor student. That's kind of
it's random.
So, yeah. Okay. Well,
here's your diploma, and he's like attacks the person's face.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's scaring me. It's starting to hurt my head, so I'm gonna stop thinking about it here. That's. That's all I got to spud. Yeah, for me, I guess I've been just having fun with the kids. We the weather's been really nice, so we went to a ballpark. Just took them, and they just had a ball. They're used to just playing in their backyard, and they had a whole baseball field to run around. It was just like a whole new world to them because we have a pretty good sized backyard, but you can't play baseball, full baseball like you like to. And maybe it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We were able to, I felt like a kid again, being able to get out and play with them too. So just pretty much doing that kind of stuff, staying busy. We have a lot of projects. We're really excited here at Mustaches and Coffee because we've got right now a giveaway that's going on. We just want to make mention of that again. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram so you can keep up with that. But we have some more ideas coming, so stay tuned. We want to be able to share that eventually, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's all for now. So, well, before we jump into the main topic, we want to make sure that we give some acknowledgments to you, the listeners. So, Ben, we got some fan messages or any kind of posts that you'd like to read.
Yeah, so it's in regards to our episode we did last week. about businesses we wish we still existed today. We got some comments. We appreciate those sending in comments. This is from David Bailey. He says, was listening to the podcast, and the left lane isn't the fast lane, it's the passing lane. But I get stuck behind them. I'll just wait.
Yeah, good to know. Thank you for that, David. I refer to it as the fast lane, but yeah, it's really called the passing lane. So I'll remember that for next time. I think it just sounds more fun to say fast lane because, like we said, it's like the Eagles, life in the fast lane. But yeah, we appreciate those comments and messaging us.
We also have a comment from Ajax2727. He says, I manage locations of all the stores I miss: Blockbuster, Sam Goody, and Media Play. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's a long list. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and Media Play was one of my picks. So yeah, that must have been really fun to work there. I'm a little jealous.
We also have a comment from Penny. She said, Woody's Market in West Carrollton, Ohio.
Yep. I remember that growing up. I don't know. Did you ever go there?
No, so I don't remember ever going there as a kid. But there is a somebody down in West Carrollton I actually saw driving past. They have like the Woody's cart in their front yard.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
So they must have worked there or something.
It's only for us locally since we're here in Dayton, but the bakery coffee shop that's still there, that's what was in Woody's Market. It's called L now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were known for, as their bakery, but they also had a restaurant upstairs. There's like a fountain, and I was a kid. I was really little, but I still can remember going through there. It was a really neat, just kind of like your Dorothy Lane Market, but its own unique store. Just really cool. Yeah, that's a great business. I miss that one too.
And our last comment's from PinkKink_AP. Fun fact, dog parks are based on the concept of kids parks, aka Discovery Zone. Turn them loose.
Yeah, that's a great comment, because that's pretty much what Discovery Zone was for kids. It was like a dog park, just let the kids go and have fun. Yeah, that's a great comment. Thank you so much again for those that messaged us, left us comments. So again, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, interact with us. We'll give you guys shout outs. We appreciate those comments. So let's go ahead and jump into our main topic. Music is a big part of many people's lives. But have you ever stopped to think about the song titles of the music that you enjoy? Well, this week we thought we would pick out some interesting or funny song titles that are out there. And yes, these are actual songs. So let's go ahead and kick it off, Ben. What's your first one that you find as a funny song title?
So this one was recommended to me, actually. The band is called Barnes and Barnes, and the name of their song is called Fish Heads.
Okay.
There's a story behind it. So the story of Fish Heads was inspired by a disgusting meal at a Chinese restaurant. But it gets better. But it's also the product of a musical vessel well suited to making songs inspired by disgusting meals at Chinese restaurants. Anyways, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, you think about it, you can write a song about anything. That's something that you can't say is covered very often. That's a good one. Okay. I have to kick this one off. I had a list. I was like, man, there's so many of them you gotta go through, but I gotta kick this one off. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name of the song right, but I'm just gonna sound it out. So bear with me.
Okay.
It's zug guz gazung guz and And no, I'm not having a stroke. I promise. That's the title of the song. And it's by Yellow Man. It's a reggae sounding song. And when you listen to the song, it's very like cheerful, like zung, 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 zung. But yeah, it's I didn't stop to count. Let me think. It's at least 20 letters long. It's just zunga, 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 zunga.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta share this one. This is
Oh,
great.
right.
This,
I
and I
gotta
think
hear you
the
do it.
funny
I gotta hear you do it with a Jamaican accent, though.
zonga, 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 zonga. Yeah, I'm not doing it
Oh
justice. I was listening to it a
no.
little bit earlier, and it was very, very funny. So,
Oh, great.
oh yeah, that I had to start
Sorry
with
for all the
that one.
coughing. I laughed too hard; it makes my throat tickle.
I was torn between two different titles because this artist, he was known for being more on the comedy side. It was Roger Miller. I don't know if you've heard some of his songs before.
A little bit,
He,
yeah.
I had it between two. One was If You Won't Be My Number One, Number Two on You. And the one I was going to pick, because I know the song, I heard it a lot growing up. We like this song in the family. It was called "You Can't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd," and it goes
Nice.
along with what you're saying. He goes different scenarios. One of my favorites is "You Can't." It's out of date now because we take pictures with our phone. We don't use film, but it says you can't change film with a kid on your back. Like he just says it over and over again.
Okay.
That's the song. Another line is like, you can't drive around with a tiger in your car. You know, it's just pretty much saying things. Yes, this is impossible to do. So it's a funny, silly song.
That's
title,
funny.
So. How about you? What about the next one?
So I have, everybody knows he does parody songs. Weird Al Yankovic. He actually had original songs, so I had to mention him on this because it's one of my favorite ones. It's the song called "Weasel Stomping Day," and the video, fun fact, was directed by Seth Green, not the person we know as Seth Green, not the person, but the actor. The other way around.
Actor, you actually talk about the actor this time. Yeah.
Yes. So it's clay animation video of kids putting boots on their feet and going around stomping weasels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have some pretty dark song titles, actually. I mean, it's silly. Yes. That one's on the more silly side, but yeah. I hope whatever is it PETA, whatever for animals. I hope they don't come after you after this episode.
Hopefully
I had to share this one because I had to look it up. I was like, this is an actual song title. I have to read it. Please don't tell my father that I used his 1996 Honda Accord to destroy the town of Willow Grove, Pennsylvania in 2002.
Nice.
By Pet Symmetry. Interesting. It's just kind of tells the story of the song in the title, I guess. I guess they were like, no, we don't want one word or a phrase. Let's just give them the whole thing, I guess, on that one. That's I guess that one.
I just want to know, like, when they go to play that song live, it's like, all right, our next song is please don't say the whole title, or if like, how do you sum that up? This song is 1996 Honda Accord.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. Sometimes they just, at the concerts I've been to, they talk about what the song's about. Maybe they just do that, and then they know what the song title is because they've talked about it already. I don't know. It's just interesting. What's another one you got, Ben?
So the next one I have, it's Billy Walker. It's kind of an old school country sound twang. The song title is "I'm So Miserable Without You. It's Just Like Having You Around."
Yeah, it does kind of sound like a country for sure when I hear that song title that fits in very nicely. But I appreciate song titles like that. They're funny, but they're also kind of clever in a way. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Well, I got one that's another. I'll just go ahead and do another long one because I thought
Sure.
these are pretty interesting. Just because, again, I thought this can't possibly be the song title, but it is. This one is, when the Trojans got that horse and they were like, "Yeah, this is totally a gift." That's how sure I am. I thought it was clever. It's probably can't say their name right, but Pansee's Pizza, I think. I'm terrible with pronouncing.
Oh, that's oh yeah, it's I actually came across that. It's a oh, it's gonna bug me now. It's actually from Futurama. It's the pizza place from Futurama.
Okay. Well, it's an actual song. I mean,
Yeah.
it registered as a song, so regardless if it was in a TV show and trying to be funny, I thought it was clever.
Yeah.
It was a good title. Panucci's
Panucci's Pizza.
Panucci's.
Yep.
That's it. People can, hate or give me flack for that. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
Hey, I even mispronounced it, so
it's all good. But yeah, how about another one?
okay, so this one's funny. It's from the indie band Sydney Gish. I don't know if it's a artist, the solo artist, or a whole band. So she has a song called "I'm Full of Steak and Can't Dance."
Yeah, I actually heard that song. I had to look it up, and it's actually a pretty catchy tune.
Yeah, it is.
It's a pretty good song. But yeah, I like my share steak. So yeah, I like that title for obvious reasons.
Nice.
Well, I've got one that's well known, but I have to give it a mention. It is just simply by the Crash Test Dummies.
Yeah.
So it's a pop song, I guess you can say, because it's pretty well known. But yeah, if you actually look up the song title, it's just So that's it. That's all I got for that one.
Yeah. It's interesting. Anyways.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's just if you've heard the song, they say it in the song too.
It'd be like if Homer Simpson decided to write a song, burger. It's
And you know that if you YouTube that, I'm sure there's a remix. Homer Simpson remix.
Every bit of it.
Somebody took the time to snippet like all of Homer Simpson's to go. I bet it's out there. Yeah.
No, I'm sure.
Surprised. Yeah. So how about another one? What's another funny song title you have?
So I actually remember hearing this as a kid. The band is Napoleon XIV, which was that? I forget how to read numeral. I can't even say it. Roman numerals. I had it switched. Anyways, XYV. It's they're coming to take me away.
Yeah.
They're coming to take me away. Ha ha, hee 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 hoo, to the funny farm. He's like going insane.
Yeah, it's such a weird song. It's like happy, but yeah, it sounds like a person going to the mental institution. Like they're coming to take me away. I remember that song. Yeah. That was. I remember on the radio, so I guess that was a pop song, or at least it was popular at one time.
Yeah. I think it was like in the 70s or 80s or something like that. But yeah, my mom, I don't know if she had an album or what it was, but I remember hearing it growing up. Where it was, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while, but I remember it. Yeah, same thing, like growing up. So, okay, that's a good one. That kind of brings me back. I kind of forgot about that song. Yeah. I got another more well-known. I guess it's going with the theme of the last one, but Bop by Hanson. Just really funny, weird, Bop. That was, oh man, that was everywhere when it came out. I can recall just people getting sick and tired of it. Make it stop. Like, I'm tired of this song. But just Bop. It's funny how they can make a song where you have no idea what they're talking about. They're bop. It's talking about like a deep subject. If you look at the lyrics of just,
Really?
I can't remember, but yeah, it's like it actually makes it. But the actual phrase bop makes no sense. It's just like they made up a word and the whole lyrics is defining it in some way. I don't know. I can't remember, but I had to throw a popular one out there just to kind of,
Yeah.
give some recognition because I think people
Oh, yeah.
especially if you were back then, the song, but even now, I think it's still kind of hung around a little bit. You should know that song.
Yeah, that's funny you bringing that up. Actually was just like on YouTube the other day, and I came across them. They're still touring.
Really?
Yeah, after all these years, yeah, still playing the same stuff.
Can you believe that that's almost 30 years old?
That's crazy.
So they've got kids, I'm sure. They might
Oh
be
yeah,
coming
they're
up
married.
on. It just makes me feel so old.
I do.
Like I said,
I do
remember
have
when
to
that
ask
came out.
though. Did you go through your Hanson phase, or did you have a Hanson phase, or did you even like them? I should say. I know we're kind of getting off topic, but
I liked them. Yeah, I mean
yeah,
they were pretty talented because I thought,
yeah,
hey, these kids are pretty talented and such, and they were they were older than me. Yeah, I want to say,
yeah,
but I thought that's really cool. They're kids, but they're talented, and that song was everywhere. So obviously, the thought of, hey, you can be a kid and be big, but
yeah.
um, I don't know. I was just kind of like, yeah, they're good. I wasn't like crazed about them, like they
I
were kind of like
was.
the you were.
I had
So what
all their.
like?
I had all the books from Scholastics with their pictures and stuff in there.
Oh, okay,
So yeah, I was one of those fans.
okay. That's something new I've learned. I didn't
Yeah,
know that about you. Cool.
I don't have that.
I
I
mean,
don't have that anymore. But
I don't know if you were cool back then because I recall
that's
in
why the kids beat
school,
me.
kids made fun of me because they were hating on it, and I was like, I think they're all right, and
Yeah.
kids are like, oh, you're dumb for like, yeah, but I was just I thought they were pretty good. I remember my parents really liked them, but
Yeah.
yeah, it back to a different time, I guess. Yeah, it's
Oh
just
yeah. Simpler times.
they were kind of the like pre-boy band. They were a boy band, but they were a
Yeah.
talent. They played their own instruments, but they kind of started the boy band craze
Oh,
after that.
absolutely.
So, and I
Yep.
think the boy bands were out, but that's what really triggered it. It seemed like, I don't know,
Yeah.
just funny how music works that way. It goes in phases where that's all you see, and that's how it was back then. So yeah. Well, I think we got a good amount, but why don't we do maybe a few honorable mentions or other ones you want to really quickly
Sure.
touch on?
So I actually just have one left. It's from Fallout Boy. They got a
Mm.
funny one called "I've got all this ringing in my ears and none of my fingers."
They always have those long titles
Yeah,
too.
real catchy.
Them and was it Panic at the Disco? I think they
Yeah,
were another one. They kind of went back and forth, and I remember them almost rivaling each other. Whenever they come out with new music, they would try to outdo each other on the titles. Uh, that's been a while. That's enough. So you have Hanson that's 30 years. Can you believe Fall Out Boy is coming up on 20 years?
yeah.
It's just I don't know what to say about that.
We are
I,
old, aren't
I
we? Yeah, and I actually just turned 35. So
yeah. So talk about that. So yeah, like, looking at the time frame, how it goes by and how old you are. You don't really stop and think about it till you look at things like this, I guess. I don't know, but I I had a few honorable mentions. I'm just going to
sure.
throw out another popular one, one that people should know because they're one of the most famous bands ever, the Beatles. They had Obla Di Obla Da.
Yeah.
It goes, life goes on. What? So that was one I
Classic.
have, and I didn't get a chance to look up. I just happened to see it, and I thought this is pretty funny. Song title: "I love you, you're perfect, now change," by Joe DiPietro. So I thought it was pretty funny. I didn't
Nice.
look up, but it caught my attention there. And then another one was "Don't Eat Stuff Off the Sidewalk" by the Cramps.
What's the
Oh
name of
yeah,
the band?
the Cramps.
So is that what?
That's why I
What
had
gave
to
him the
include it.
cramps?
Maybe.
Like,
Don't eat stuff off the sidewalk by the cramps. How fitting of a song and band can you get?
it match goes perfectly together.
It really does. I was like, oh, I gotta throw a mention to that. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I wish I did, but yeah,
I might have to
yeah.
look that up.
So that's what we have as our favorites. Some that we saw caught our attention, but we want to hear from you, the listener. What are some funny song titles that you've seen? Please message us. We'll give you a shout out. We'll make a mention because we found this pretty fascinating, actually, to look
I'm
these
still
up.
laughing.
And there's some great ones. Yeah, there's
Oh,
just
yes.
some really funny and clever ones. So please be sure to message us, email us, all of the above, whatever you want that funny song titles. So let's move into our last segment.
Last drop.
Brought to you by coffee.
Take it away, Ben.
Roland the Farter was a medieval flatulist who lived in the 12th century England. He was given Hemmingstone Manor in Suffolk and 30 acres of land in return for his services as jester for King Henry II. That's what I got.
Wow. So imagine farting so good that the king gives you 30-acre estate. And think about that. Imagine someone farting so good that you're reading about them right now, 900 years later.
Golly.
That's impressive. I gotta say, that's to be in the record books, history books, whatever you want to call it. Did the king sick him on people to fart? Like, he needed to drive some annoying people out of his castle or whatever. That's impressive to me. Like, I wish I had someone I could hire as a jester, but they were known as the farter, whoever they are. Ed the farter, I need one of those. That'd be great.
I just wonder, if he got a official medal from the king.
I bet he did. I mean,
probably.
He's in the history books. He had to be respected, right?
Yeah.
Well, great. That's a great history lesson for all of us. So, maybe your dreams are to be a jester and be able to fart real good. I don't know. So
I wonder how much acreage I could have got in my lifetime.
That's a great topic. Maybe we'll cover some time of
yes,
how much farts can earn you in acres, like currency. There's
yes.
there's some impressive farters out there I know personally.
Yes.
So I'm sure they could own a whole country. I don't know. They're pretty impressive. So okay. Well, moving on from that. So let's make sure we do our due diligence. Ben, where can people find us?
Yes, we're on Instagram, Facebook. Just search us Mustaches and Coffee Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Stash and Joe. And remember to hit the star notification on Spotify. That way you can be automatically notified when a new episode drops. That's how you can get a hold of us.
Yeah. Be sure to give us a 5-star review if you don't mind, whatever platform you're using. That way more people can find us. Well, Ben, this has been a blast. A lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to looking up some more of these funny song titles too. But that's going to wrap it up for now. So as we always say, don't bash the stash.
I need espresso for the depresso.
Goodbye, everybody.